Hi, I'm Anderson Cooper with CBS News, and I'm here with Shin dong-hyuk to learn about his journey at Camp 14. So today, Shin's going to tell us about his escape from Camp 14.
Happy to be here and share my experience.
So Shin, how did you end up in the camp?
I was born in there, and I lived in there all the way until I escaped the camp when I was 23.
So Shin, can you explain your early life?
I had to compete with my mom for food because we didn't really have that much food, and I didn't have a connection with my brother or my dad. They were usually gone most of the time.
So I understand that your brother and mother were killed. Can you elaborate on that?
Growing up in the camp, we were taught the right thing to do was to tell the guards if there's people trying to escape, and my brother and my mom tried to escape, and I told the guards, and my mom was hung and my brother was shot.
That must have been really hard to see your mother and brother die like that.
At the time, it didn't mean anything to me because it was less competition and I got more food, but now that I talk about it, I do feel bad writing them out.
Were there any repercussions for you knowing about their escape?
When I was 13, I was held underground for 7 months in a secret camp, like prison.
What other types of torture did you experience in the camp?
I was tortured many, many times, and I would always be starving, but I think the two worst was when I had my fingers chopped off and I was tortured over a coal fire.
Shin, I know this is hard for you. So Shin, I understand you escaped. Can you elaborate on the journey you took and the steps you took?
The original plan for me and my friend Park was to hop over the electrical fences, and when we did it, he got burned, and so I had to use his body to get over myself. I just want to do what's best for me, not look back and try and save him because I just want to get out of there.
I understand that must have been really hard for you to have to do that to your friend to save yourself. Where did you go after you crossed the fence, and how'd you end up where you are today?
Well, during my escape to China, I had to borrow a guard's uniform, and then I had to bribe the guards to get in China with cigarettes and food.
What kind of foods did you eat, and how did you get it?
We had normal food that they gave us, but it just wasn't enough because all of us were growing boys, and it was never anything. We were always hungry, so usually we'd eat rats or insects or pieces of food we found in cow poop.
Did you attend school, and if so, what kind of things were you taught?
It wasn't really school. We were just taught all the basic stuff, how to act in the camp and why we were in there, and all the right good posture and how to respect all the guards and stuff and the leaders.
Yeah. What did you think about your leaders, the father Kim Jong-il and his son Kim Jong-un?
We were taught to respect them and just to obey everything they said, but now that I think about it and talk about it, I didn't like them at all. I didn't care for anything they said, and everything they said was just dumb, and all they do is care about themselves.
So how is your life now that you're out of the camp and in America?
I definitely have a better life in America, but it's still hard to adjust.
Can you elaborate on that?
I have flashbacks, and it's hard to trust people here in America, but anything's better than anything in the camp.
Thank you so much, Shin, for sharing your story with us. I know everybody's learned a lot about you and respects you.
Thank you for having me.